Optimus Prime and Jessica Rabbit had a baby, this website would be it. You're listening to The Fellas.
Is that music right? That don't sound right.
Yeah, that's pretty right.
It came in sounding kind of wonky.
Wonky? I don't think it came in wonky.
Yeah, sound kind of fucked up. Maybe I'm just pissed off because I can't drink.
Oh.
I had one of my teeth ripped out.
Oh.
The dentist was like, yo, we got to stitch this shit up. Here's some pain meds. Man, I don't fucking need that. I'll just drink. And he's like, can't do that because they give you these pills supposed to help you heal. What's that shit?
You mean antibiotics?
Whatever that voodoo witch doctor bullshit they give you. This will make you heal.
You kind of need that, man.
It says who? Who says you need that shit?
You don't want infection, do you?
Man, you know what Insane Clown Posse said? Fuck science. How do magnets work, Ray? Explain that shit to me. That don't make no fucking sense. So now I can't drink.
That's a good point.
Just because some random dude, with a diploma saying he's a dentist tells me that my fucking gums won't heal and I'm going to look like Bushwick Bill if I don't fucking take these pills and be sober for like 3 fucking days. It's torture for me.
Well,
torture.
They destroyed your gums to fix your gums?
I don't fucking know. Society says I'm supposed to do it. Society says I'm supposed to go in there and have some dude stab me in the fucking mouth, then tell me I can't drink, and I'm supposed to pay this motherfucker for the experience.
It's kind of like Fox pushing out this last movie, X-Men.
Do we see a movie? Oh, shit, that's right. Hey, everybody, you listen to The Fellas. Why didn't you fucking stop me sooner? It's me and Ray. We got M with us. She stopped having kids, and she put on some shoes, so she's not pregnant and barefoot right now.
Okay.
We allowed her to... We pulled her away from her home, wherever the hell that is, to go watch this movie so she can review it with us. And then once we're done, she will have no other use for society.
Oh,
so we'll take the shoes back off, have some dude impregnate her again. Anyway, what do we see today, Ray?
Dark Phoenix.
I would have to say, on my list of movies to see this year, Dark Phoenix was number 3. In the top 10 movies, I did not look forward to seeing. Dark Phoenix was number 3. Folks, you're all like my children. I mean, I wouldn't claim you or spend any money on you, just like I would my actual children. But you the fans, you're like my children. This is the shit I do for you. I didn't want to watch this shit.
I had to drag him kicking and screaming, literally.
The people demanded it, and I'm nothing more than a servant of the people. And as soon as I get my funding to build this goddamn wall, I will have fulfilled the one mandate of my people. We went and we saw it, and I got to tell you, pleasantly surprised.
Well, it's
just
funny.
Tickled.
I was, I'm looking through, the IMDb real quick, And why the fuck is Logan in the promo?
He is?
What the fuck? Are we looking at 2 different IMDb's? What are you talking about?
Look, he's in the promo.
Where?
He's right fucking there.
Oh, shit. And that's a badass Photoshop, too.
Yeah, I guess
they just stuck his ass in. That's bad. To celebrate the June 7 release of X-Men Dark Phoenix hits the street. It doesn't say shit about... There's no reason. It doesn't say anything about him. Why is he in there?
I don't know. I just thought that you should see that.
That is no class. That is no fucking class.
That's
Maybe he was supposed to be in the Easter egg at the end.
No.
Oh.
I mean...
Which we didn't stay to watch if there was something at the...
You have to understand something, Em. With the end of Infinity Wars, this is a relationship where the love died a long while ago, and I've been pretending that the love is still there, me and Marvel. The sex has no passion. It's angry, if anything.
Yeah.
That's the relationship I've had with Marvel for a long time, and now that Infinity War is over, there is no pretense. I don't even fucking talk to Marvel in the morning when I'm eating my breakfast, and then I just get up and leave and go to work. Marvel don't say shit to me. The love is gone. I'm not waiting until the end of the fucking movie. I'm not waiting until the end of the fucking credits no more. None of that shit. As soon as the person gives their last quirky remark and the lights in the theater start lighting up, get your shit, let's go. I just get on fucking leave. I'm done. The relationship is over. Technically, we're separated, but I'm afraid Marvel's gonna take half my shit, so I'm gonna stay. And Marvel's gonna stay because ain't nobody gonna have, its old, fat, washed up ass but me. So it's basically a loveless relationship.
Oh my gosh.
If I find out Marvel's cheating on me, I ain't even gonna care.
I'm gonna bust your nut right now. Because apparently M is the one that brought this out to me first.
God. Oh, you gay?
No, I'm not gay. Okay?
I mean, the closet is a cold and lonely place, man. I ain't gonna blame you.
Okay, it's not that. But apparently she leaned over to me during the film, and I felt like I should have gave you this information ahead of time.
Hand job?
No. No.
Why you just tell me, man? You're
All right.
building it up.
I'm building it up.
I'm throwing out guesses. That's what I think you fucking want.
I'm building it up because you're gonna bust your balls. You're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." Apparently, Dazzler was your favorite character in the Orville, Alara. That's no longer there.
Get the. I will slap you in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Don't you be fucking with me like
I
that,
am
man.
not fucking with you. She's the one to say, is that Alara from freaking the Orville? She's Dazzler?
How in the
I didn't even notice that.
With all that fucking makeup, how in the fuck could you? She was in the movie for all of 8 goddamn seconds.
Yes.
How the fuck you? Oh yeah, that's that other chick from that other thing who I hate because all women hate each other. Is that why you recognize her instantly?
No,
And did you just look at her and say, "I know this bitch ain't just come from the fucking Orville and just dropping
I
this"?
never remember names, but I never forget her face.
well, yeah. I mean, she's fucking hot.
Well, I didn't say she wasn't hot. I'm just saying, I don't like you fucking with my emotions like that. I still regret, I'm still pissed off at the Orville for letting her get away.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? Seth MacFarlane, I don't want to hear this. Well, she wanted to leave. Motherfucker, raise her pay.
See, I'm gonna be upset.
Threaten her.
I'm
Do something.
gonna be upset if she left just to do this.
I will be so fucking disappointed. It's like if my...
Because that's what happened to a lot of the
I would... You have no idea the level of disappointed I would
Green
be.
Arrow characters left because they were doing
Other movies?
2 movies, yeah.
Yeah, but this ain't doing a movie. This is giving up 3 minutes of my time to be in the fucking background. I wouldn't even take a paycheck for that shit. I would pay for my lunch.
I gotta say, she did look awesome.
She always looks awesome. They said... That's like, well,
I'm talking about Dazzler. I'm talking about Dazzler.
Either, it don't matter who she is. She's fucking hot. And the character Dazzler was just a fucking nobody in go-go pants. All she was there for was because, let's be real, Stan Lee likes to draw women he can bust a nut to back in the day.
Okay.
That's why she was there. What's your power? Oh, I sing and do disco and run around on roller skates and hot pants. Bitch, what are you here for? This dude can blow up mountains with his eyeballs. This broad summons gargantuan amounts of lightning and shit. And what do? Oh, I fucking dance around.
She's got sparkles, man. She's got sparkles.
And I'm on rollerblades.
She makes everyone happy.
Apparently, from this movie.
X-Men ain't about being fucking happy. They're supposed to be miserable.
Just run this plot real quick.
All right. Now, as I said before, pleasantly surprised. Okay, now, the whole thing is, they're doing the Dark Phoenix saga, which is a huge thing with Jean Grey. It was a huge build-up in the book. I think it was like a fucking year long.
Yeah, I remember.
Working its way to that point.
I remember being in 3rd grade looking at the comic book when actually this happened.
Yeah, in 3rd grade, I wasn't into comics. I was into the scantily clad women on the pages of the comics, but I didn't read them.
Well, I was in the comic book on the rack at the library. You couldn't take the comic book out of the library. You had to rent it out, but...
What the fuck kind of Marxist bullshit is that?
Because there's only one comic, man.
Whatever. So, the idea is that this entity goes into Jean Grey's body, and the entity, it's a primordial alien entity that's responsible for destruction and creation. You could not possibly measure the power of this entity, but the thing is, when it went into Jean Grey, it got something it had never experienced before, which is emotion. The X-Men books, especially back in the day, they were nothing but soap operas. That's what they were.
Yeah.
They were soap operas. You will get 6 or 7 books dealing with personal issues and inter-party politics and sexual frustrations, on again, off again relationships, all that shit. And then maybe 1 or 2 books where they're punching people in the face and blowing shit up.
Yeah.
But it was basically about social tensions. That's what the thing was. And Jean Grey would have so much emotional baggage and shit going on that she would just bottle it up. She wouldn't deal with it. She would bottle it up because when X-Men tried to deal with their emotions, a lot of fucking people died. Just a lot of fucking people. So they just bottle the shit up. And the Phoenix gets in there like, yo, this shit's dope. This is awesome. This is like the first time I tried hot sauce. I'm like, I want this shit on everything.
Even on cake.
Even on cake and ice cream.
I've seen it happen, guys.
The Phoenix just basically has her ramping it up, trying new things, pushing the envelope more. She has to get that next bigger high of emotion. And it gets to the point she ends up joining the
Hellfire Club?
The Hellfire Club. She's cheating on her Boy Scout husband, Scott. She's banging all, oh, Wolverine been trying to fuck this for a while. Let me fuck him.
Yeah.
Let me throw Wolverine some pussy. See what's up, and Scott's over in the corner fucking crying like a cuck. She was all over the fucking place.
He kind of did a pretty decent Scott. looking
Well,
like?
no, I'm not. I'm saying the plot of the
Yes.
book.
Yeah,
first.
I know.
I think coming down towards the end, I can't even remember how they fucking stopped it.
I can't remember.
All I do remember was it was a clusterfuck of epic proportions. I think that was the first time the X-Men actually got on the radar of the Avengers. Like, we might have to do something about them at some point. I'm saying the Avengers acknowledging them. They're a bunch of muty freaks, fuck them, who cares? But after this, they're like, okay, some shit like this happens again, we're gonna step in. We are not gonna let this shit ever happen. Because the Phoenix was a beast. Now, with all these X-Men movies, this one follows a particular problem. This is no different from all the others. You take a plot that took so long and had so much depth because they had the time to stretch it out and build it up, and you shove it into like an hour and a half movie, and it usually comes out like shit. It usually seems forced. The Apocalypse thing.
Oh, that was bad.
That was blasphemy on the umpteenth scale. Just absolute blasphemy.
That should have been a 3-part movie, actually.
That shouldn't have been a movie, period. That should not have been a fucking movie. That was a disaster, what they did. And this is no different. However, what they did, they changed a lot of things for the sake of simplicity and said, yeah, we're just going to throw all that shit out the window and come up with a completely separate, contained thing. And they pulled it off. What happens here is the X-Men, they're getting sort of celebrity status now.
Which I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I like that.
I like that.
They're actually going and saving people. They're well known. You know, the president calls Professor X like, yo, we got a problem. These people need help or whatever. And Professor X is getting a big head because he's getting famous. I got this team that's saving the world. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Mr. President, and this and that and whatever. And Mystique is kind of busting his balls by, you're staring into a fucking mirror jacking off all day because you're the big hotshot Professor X who sits on his fucking numbed up ass in this wheelchair while we do the fucking work.
Whose legs look fucking huge as shit because he just finished doing
fucking muscles on his legs.
Fucking glass.
I brought that up.
Em kept telling me, like, how fucking ripped does this guy look in his chair? He couldn't fit in his suit.
Hey, remember when we saw it was Split, right?
Yeah, Split.
Yeah, and Split.
Glass, no.
Glass.
Was it Glass or
yes,
Split?
It's Glass.
That dude, he had to get buffed.
Yeah.
He had to get buffed, and it shows. You can't hide it. Them calves, that man, he gives you a Harlem sidekick. Your torso's coming off, Ray. Harlem sidekick.
I wanted his character to change from Xavier to the Beast. Like, hey, Beast, you betrayed me. I'm gonna be the new Beast.
He's bigger. He was bigger than fucking Beast. It was fucking nuts. But anyway, they go up to the space shuttle is in crisis. It's about to be destroyed. And they go up there. They're like, okay, we got to save the astronauts. They get in there. They got everyone except one person. Professor X is like, no one dies. You have to save everyone, this and that, whatever. So Jean Grey goes back in the spaceship and she gets consumed by this entity, this being, which is the Phoenix Force. She comes back and her powers are getting big. They're getting huge. They're getting out of control. Now, of course, and they really simplified all this. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll go into some more detail. I'm just rushing through the plot. She ends up accidentally going heel, and then because she can't deal with the fact that she accidentally went heel, she just goes full heel. And of course they get together with Magneto, and I will say right now, I got sick and tired of this by the second movie.
Yeah, Magneto finding
peace, getting a new life, then he goes back evil again, then at the last minute he goes back good and saves him. They have done this with every one of these fucking movies, with the First Class movies.
Yes.
First Class Part 1, they did that. Then First Class Part 2, they did that. Then First Class Apocalypse.
He plays emotions very well. I was not.
Yeah, you can.
I liked it that.
I don't care how well you do it.
It's like, whatever it takes to keep him in the movie, just do it.
Look, M, you're not a man, so you don't understand this. So I'm not going to talk to you. Ray, let's say you got a chick.
Yeah.
She gives the best blowjobs in the world.
Okay.
Best blowjobs. Every day you get home, blowjob. It's just phenomenal. But that's all she gives you. By the time you get that 7th or 8th blowjob, you will be sick and fucking tired of the blowjobs. I don't care how good it is. I'm tired of it.
It kind of reminds me of what Jennifer Lawrence was going through because she couldn't wait to get the fuck out this movie.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I'm done.
She did not crack a fucking smile in this fucking movie.
She was
not
so
a smile. She's like,
yeah, she wanted out. I could see it on her face. She fucking wanted out.
I'm the oldest one here. Damn it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm fucking done with you guys. Better kill me.
Yeah.
You better kill me.
Because she was done with this shit, man.
Because she accidentally kills Raven in the most anticlimactic death I've ever seen. So
Unexpected, though.
unexpected, but also it did seem that they all turned on Jean way too readily. But I think that was because they were trying to push the whole Xavier's an asshole thing, which is, I'll get into that too. I like the fact they did that. But again, Magneto has his own, and this is also to show you how tired I am of it. He has his own group of mutants in this little secluded island, sort of an island asteroid M, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, you know, there's mutants there, but there are no X-Men. And then when he goes to find Jean and put a stop to it, it's like, no, these guys can kick some ass.
Yeah, they can.
Magneto's not just going to have a bunch of scrubs with him. They can kick some ass.
It's not like comic books have a few villains that they could pull from. They have a plethora of villains that they could pull from the X-Men universe.
But the thing that bothered me,
I don't know who the fuck any of these guys are.
Did it bother you because it's not like that in the comic books? Is he out of character in this movie?
No, not necessarily out of character. He is, but not by too much. Now, what bothered me is that when those other mutants came, I was like, I want to see some more of them. What's his backstory? What's he do? And I spent so much time fixating on them. That's when it clicked. Yo, I'm tired of this. It's the same fucking people.
The hippie camp?
No, I'm talking about the X-Men.
Oh, the X-Men.
And Magneto. The same people doing the same shit.
Yeah,
why don't you have some new fucking characters? How about that?
Like
Yeah.
Dazzler.
Which is show for 8 seconds.
Yeah. Put useless ass Dazzler in there. That's fine. Let me say, what's she about? What's she doing? Oh,
Sprinkle some music
look at
on
Magneto.
you.
Look at Magneto's dude with the hair. Oh, we're the X-Men. We've been doing that. Dude with the hair was fucking choking Storm out, beating people's ass.
I thought that was like a bootleg Omega Red. I'm like,
that's what I thought too. Then you got the black chick who's a powerful enough telepath to stop Xavier.
Who's that?
Xavier couldn't do shit to her. The black chick with the knives.
Yeah, but who is that though? I'm
Exactly. There's no. They just pulled it out of their asses. Nobody. And Professor X is like, yeah, I'm going to stop this fight. And then he's like, well, what the fuck? And he looks at the chicks. You're like, yeah, you're not the only one that can do that shit, old man. And then fucking Nightcrawler's like, I'll stop her, Professor. Chick's like, no, you're not. Get the fuck out of here. She's fucking up everybody's head. I was like, that's dope. That chick's powerful as shit. It was nice.
I've got to say,
do you really?
Yeah. They casted the best Storm because apparently this woman could act way better than Halle Berry can.
Oh, yeah.
And she's actually quite pretty.
Yes.
I would have liked the mohawk.
And she has the African
Berry.
accent too.
Yeah, she does the good Yeah, Halle Berry couldn't do the accent.
She didn't try.
Hold on to something. Oh, Jesus.
She was trying. I guess they gave her the Fox animated series to go off of.
She should have had more lines. She should have had way more lines. What I really like, she played as the intelligent, confident Storm.
Yes.
That we're used to.
She didn't fuck around in this.
She was smart. She was confident. I really like that.
And they did a better job not making it look like she had such a build up to use her power. She used her power right on the spot.
Right. And she knew exactly. And it wasn't lightning coming from anywhere. She made, you see, everything gets dark. The storm clouds are coming.
Yes.
And she was directing the lightning from the storm clouds. It was nice.
Yeah.
The way they did it was nice. So enter the evil hench people, not Magneto's people, but the people who are gonna really ramp up. In the books, it was the Hellfire Club. Here, and this pisses me off.
I don't know what the fuck they are.
They're just some random aliens that are shape shifting into people, but not really. They're actually taking over their bodies, like zapping them or something, and their essence will go into the people's bodies. But they can also like shape shift and shit. And immediately, I went to you and I was like, oh, fuck, Ray, come on. Who are these people from the X-Men? And you were throwing out all these random, they're the Brood, they're the Morlocks. Like, no, the yellow people, they got circuitry and they all got dreadlocks. And it took me a while. It's like, Phalanx. And Ray, and immediately when I said that, it clicked.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Phalanx. Yeah, that is a Phalanx.
They didn't look like the Phalanx.
They act like the Phalanx.
Yeah,
It's the fucking Phalanx.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there you go.
That's not the same as the Marvel. What's this Marvel? The bad guys are aliens. That
No,
blow
you're
people.
thinking the Skrulls.
The Skrulls, yeah.
The thing you have to understand, in the Marvel Universe, shape-shifting is not a big thing. I can name off the top of my head like 4 different species that can shape-shift in the Marvel Universe. It's not as big of a thing as you think. The Kree did it first, but no, you got the X-Men, there's the Phalanx, and there's also another species that shape-shift. They're all over the fucking place. But no, so it was the Phalanx, and they're like, look, we were supposed to get the Phoenix Phoenix Force, and then it took you instead. But we can take care of that. You know, we'll just use you to do what we want, or if you really don't want it, we'll just suck the power out of you and this and that, whatever. The U.S. government shows up and they have these little trank darts that negates people's powers, and they say, okay, we're just gonna fuck it. X-Men, Magneto, whoever, fuck it. We're locking up everybody.
Yeah.
So they put them on a train, they're gonna take them out, and then the Phalanx attack. This is gonna be the big battle scene.
Yeah.
Phalanx attack. They release the mutants to help them fight. There's a big, awesome fight scene. It's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, showing the powers and everything. I mean, Magneto, they always make him out to be the biggest heavyweight of these movies, and no matter how big they make him in the movies, I just keep thinking of the comic book Magneto could have ended all this.
Yes.
Really, he is so. I know you don't read this shit,
Yeah.
but Magneto is so much more powerful than what they make him out in these movies.
They kind of ground him down.
They
man.
have to. And that's why he shouldn't be in the fucking movies anymore. He is way too fucking powerful to be in these goddamn movies. Just to put it into context, we'll move forward. Because Magneto's like my favorite villain of all time.
Okay.
Just to put it into context, the comic book Magneto, if he was in the movie Avengers Endgame, when Thanos shows up, this is the second one.
Yeah.
When Thanos shows up with his ships and his troops and all that, he could have ended that shit by himself. I'm not shitting you. Magneto would have grabbed, without breaking a sweat, grabbed all the ships and tossed them so far out of orbit that he could have thrown them directly into the fucking sun. If he chose.
That's the thing that's kind of weird with the end game is like if you had at least 5
X-Men.
mutants,
Yeah.
yes, that fucking battle would have been quick.
Yeah, the
Storm,
Phoenix, not even the Phoenix from the comic books, the Phoenix from this movie
she would have jacked up fucking Captain Marvel real quick.
Everybody, not Captain Marvel. Oh, the Scarlet Witch is the real power. Get the fuck out of here. The Phoenix would laugh at the shit that Scarlet Witch would do to her. She would say that tickles, and then she would like wink at her. And fucking Scarlet Witch would turn to dust.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they have to be depowered to make the movie relevant.
Yeah.
They still had Magneto as the powerhouse, but every time he's doing something, I'm like, dude, why don't you just slow down the iron in their blood system to make everyone go like super slow and shit? And you could stop the blood flow to their heads. Oh, I like Magneto picking up all the guns and shooting her with all the guns. I like that. They took that straight from the comic book. But I'm like, realistically, you're in this big ass train. This train is made of metal. You could just take the train, rip it up into chunks, completely wrap them up in metal that's skin tight, completely wrap each and every single one of them up in the metal, and then just drop them on the ground. What are they gonna do?
Nothing.
They're not gonna do nothing. It's like, yeah, you're done. That's it.
They reshot this entire ending because it matched another ending from another superhero movie that they've done. I didn't actually read the story, but they had to reshoot the entire ending.
We're going to have to pause this and know what that story says.
See, now you're picking up, Em. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like, 'cause I want to know. No, fuck it. We'll keep going. You do some research. Just start typing.
Yeah, all right, I'll start typing.
Battle of the ending.
Yeah, I really want to know what that was. But in the end, the female Phalanx, who
The leader, I guess.
Vuk.
That's her name, Vuk. Yeah, she hold on, I got a sneeze coming on. Emma Frost. Okay, sorry.
It looked like Emma Frost for sure.
That's what
they
were just throwing shout outs, dude. You know that was supposed. They went to a building in New York which looks just like the brownstone that's the Hellfire Club. You have this woman with shock white hair, white blondish hair, talking about power and whatnot. I'm like, it's Emma Frost from the Hell Club. It was just a bunch of shout outs. See which movie. The Phoenix is like, look, I'll put all the power into you and just kill you. She's like, oh, but you do all that, you kill all your friends. So she took her all the way up into orbit and just did it up there. Poof, gone. And then I do like what they showed, how everyone moved on at the end of the movie. But we'll get into that in a bit. But that's the plot in a nutshell. Now, for all of you screaming, spoilers, man, spoilers. Look, there is nothing to spoil. This movie was straightforward as shit. Another thing I preferred about it. It was very straightforward. Here's your excuse to fight. Here's your plot, but what is this? I don't know about this. Read the fucking comic. It's the X-Men. This is X-Men First Class movie number 4. I shouldn't need to be explaining shit at this point. It's number 4. Just get to the fucking point. It's number 4. I shouldn't need to explain shit to you. Get to the point. Boom. It's all good. The cast did a great job. I will say Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, hot ass Sophie Turner, even though the whole time she was wearing shit that's reminiscent of what my mom would wear, because this was like the early 90s. Yeah. Still hot. Man, Game of Thrones just really, really made her career. Fun fact, she was born the year you graduated high school, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, guess what? You're old as fuck.
Oh, shit.
You're old as fuck.
She was just a baby.
Yep. Ray, if you have sex with this girl, somebody better call Kenny Loggins, because you're getting close to the danger zone. Because she's too young. Fly me to the danger zone. Dun, 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 dun. You may end up speaking with Chris Hansen.
Oh, you mean Chris Handsome?
I like you, and I want you. It's just, damn, I'm old. But no, she did a great job, especially the trauma that she portrayed when she accidentally killed Mystique. She never washed the blood off because she was still in shock. And then when she goes to Magneto, it's like, Jean, whose blood is that?
Yeah,
and then she just starts frantically wiping her shirt like she's trying to wipe it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it off.
Yeah.
But she's trying to wipe that stuff from her memory, and she's trying to wipe it off. Jean, answer my question. Whose blood is that? I need to stop. I don't want to keep killing. I really like that. That was really touching.
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult.
He did a good job. He looks good.
Nicholas Hoult did a great job of being nerdy. But the thing is, it's like they didn't expect him to do anything else except be nerdy. And he pulled that off well.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish they would have given him more lines.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the makeup or something. They kept changing him into beast, human form to beast form, human form, like the Hulk. A little bit too much more than I wanted.
Yeah, because this is back before his beast form was permanent. I would have preferred it if his beast form was permanent. That would have been nice. Jennifer Lawrence phoned this shit in.
She didn't want to fucking be here.
She did not want to be here.
She's like, I know I'm sexy. She looked really nice in the few seconds that she was herself in this movie.
You saw her as Mystique more than you saw her as Raven.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
pretty, but she had no emotions.
Yeah, because she didn't want to fucking be here. Honestly, the last one, The Age of Apocalypse, I don't think she wanted to be in that shit either.
Yeah, I
don't think she wanted to be in any of this shit. She's fucking done, man. I think she probably told them, as a condition for me being in this movie, you kill me like before the halfway point.
Oh, sorry,
I better
spoilers.
be fucking gone.
No, actually, yeah. Well, it's no big deal, but she probably wanted to put like the rights of women. What was that saying that she did?
No.
She was acting all snarky?
No. See, that's one of the reasons.
That was probably what her request to say that.
I don't think that was her request. Because see, one of the things, I gotten a lot of bad reviews about this. I didn't want to watch it, and someone told me it's a feminist SJW clusterfuck, because she has this one line where she's telling Xavier, you should, instead of X-Men, you should call it X-Women, because the women are saving the men of this group more often than the other way around.
Which is true half the time.
Yeah, that wasn't meant to be empowering. That was just her being a snarky bitch because she was mad at Professor X.
I mean,
because she's out there doing the real work, and this is named after Professor X, the X-Men. It's like, no, you're back here whacking your dick, telling me which one of my people I'm going to sacrifice, when you're just sitting here going on dinners with the president, jacking off in front of a mirror. Fuck you. She was just being a bitch.
It's just because, Disney can't really use the X-Men the way they want to use that. That's why they portrayed Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel's the little freaking scaredy bitch apart, teaming up with the X-Men because, she ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, she was with them for a while.
Yeah.
But that was all with Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers was a monumental fuck-up who had no confidence whatsoever. And at one point, she was hanging with the X-Men simply because she didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, she was with the X-Men for a while.
Yeah, until Rogue showed up.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, aren't you the bitch that put me in a coma?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. That's the good thing. I can't wait for that to happen in a real MCU.
That would be very nice.
Yeah, it'll be very satisfying.
They won't do it.
That's the next story.
Because you'd be depowering a strong, powerful woman, so they won't do it.
But it's a woman taking that woman's power.
Don't matter. Disney's not going to do it. I think James McAvoy James McAvoy can act his ass off, so I won't say he did a bad job.
Even trying to act his way like he didn't know how to walk up those stairs by force.
That was the most awkward shit. That was so fucking. It looked like someone was holding him up with a piece of string. It literally looked like someone had strings on his legs to move the fucking. It reminded me of you ever used to watch Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street? You ever seen Bert dancing like doing the pigeon and how the marionettes move his legs and it looks like freaky? It's like it looks wrong the way he's moving his legs. Doing the pigeon. I remember that song. It's good. That was weird the way he was moving his legs. The scene wasn't meant to be funny. It was supposed to be painful and gut wrenching, but you would just look at it and laugh. It's like, what the fuck is this? You got a marionette moving his legs.
Fucking calves he got, man. You could not ignore how big his fucking legs were.
I guess so. Fucking Michael Fassbender is Eric. I always liked what he did with the Magneto. The problem is he looks too fucking young. That's the problem.
Is it me? Did he look like he aged like 20 years, man?
They did try to age him, but he still looked kind of...
Yeah, he still looks too young.
Yeah,
he looks too fucking young.
I guess because in the comics you're used to seeing him like
with gray hair.
Because he's supposed to be old. He was a child in the prison camps of World War II. He's supposed to be fucking old, man. Yeah. He just looks way too fucking young.
And then you got Ty Sheridan, which without his eyes, he has like no personality. Just fucking.
They could do without him, but actually, the laser shot eyes scenes were pretty good.
Yeah, those were pretty good.
It's just a human part of it.
They're called optic blasts, not laser eye beam. Do I have to talk to you like I talked to my mom when I had these comic books? Mom, they're optic blasts. The man with the fire eyes. Mom! His name is Cyclops. He's the leader of X-Men Blue. Or was it Gold?
I think it was Blue. I think it was blue.
All right, because Storm was Gold, right?
Yeah. Storm was Gold.
His lines were pretty stilted, but still, it was all right. So I think everybody did a good job.
I mean, Alexandra Ship, which is of course Storm.
Mm-hmm. I wish they would have given Quicksilver some more stuff. I was surprised that he was still there for some reason, but I really, really like his character because he has a sense of humor. I was hoping they'd give him some more stuff to do, but yeah.
I feel like that was the first time Nightcrawler actually fought people.
That's in the first class movies. Yeah. Yes, in the first class movies, and in the book, he took a long sabbatical where he was on the team, but he wouldn't kill because he's excruciatingly devoutly Catholic.
Yeah,
which they never point out. I guess because they figure people wouldn't see him as a hero if he has religion. I don't know. There was a really great time because he is an ordained priest. They recognize him as a priest, and there was a good while where his uniform had the collar of the priest, and it was awesome. I really liked that. But he's like, I won't take a life. But when he got upset, I was like, oh, he's gonna start killing people. I was hoping he was gonna do some of the really gnarly, really bad shit he did in the comics. I saw once in the comics he teleported some dude's head off his body. He used to do some bad shit before he found Jesus. He's like, I can't be doing that shit.
But there's one thing in this movie that all the other X-Men movies failed to do was portray what do you do after school is out of session? Oh, that. And they had like the little party with Dazzler, and she's the music, and these guys are drinking alcohol out in the back, and they don't have an ice machine, so they just occasionally walk over to Storm and say, "Give me some ice."
Oh yeah, and she just makes ice from the water moisture, which technically she could do, I guess. So yeah, but I mean that was nice.
That was nice.
I would have liked if they'd focused on that a bit more. Actually, that was fun to see.
Yeah, that was a lot more fun than just some other scenes.
You know what, Ray? I have an interesting question. What was one of your biggest pet peeves with how they portrayed something from the official story that they put in the movie? I'll give you an example. I know they wouldn't do this because it was too dark, but Jean Grey was traumatized as a child.
Yeah.
Which is why she started... Well, it wasn't her. It was actually Professor X who blocked out certain memories because they were just too traumatizing. With the original X-Men, every X-Men, they learn of their power in a very tragic way. In Jean Grey's case, she was asleep and she ended up going into the mind of her best friend. She's a child.
Yeah.
Her best friend lives next door. She went into that girl's mind and basically inhabited her body as she was being murdered. Someone broke into her house and murdered her. And Jean Grey was in her body, couldn't do anything, but she witnessed herself getting killed. She felt the blade of the guy stabbing her and all that. So she was severely traumatized.
At least she did her friend a service.
Well, she eventually helped the cops find the guy. I think it may have been like her best friend's dad or something, but whatever. But just imagine, you witnessed a murder through the eyes of the murder victim who happened to be your best friend, and you felt yourself get murdered, and you're like 12.
That's pretty fucking deep for a comic book.
That was her origin. That is her official origin. That's how her power manifested itself. And Professor X was like, yeah, I'm okay. Snap, that's gone. You don't remember that? Never happened. I'm blocking all that out. I really wish they would have kept that as her origin story instead of saying Jean Grey actually has to use power to stop hearing people's thoughts. She's that powerful. If she just doesn't use her power at all, she would just inadvertently hear people's thoughts as she's walking down the street. So, as a kid, she was just like, shut up, get out of my head, shut up. She's hearing all these thoughts.
She's schizophrenic.
Yeah, and she doesn't know how to stop hearing all these voices. And when she said, shut up, she caused her mother to like lose consciousness, and the car veered off and smashed.
That was a pretty intense scene, though.
That was intense, but not as intense as her being murdered in someone else's body.
You really can't do that in Hollywood.
No.
Fucking dude stabbing a kid up.
The aisle we were on was full of kids.
Oh, more kids than needed to be there.
I was like,
babies in the
I was like,
theater.
I was like, yeah, this can go south real fast. If I see like some titty,
with
him and Jean, I'm like, yo, if Scott's gonna be plowing Jean in his bedroom, we're gonna have a problem.
Yo, there was a moment where Scott I was like, am I listening to fucking Scott Summers? He fucking ran up to the guy. He's like, don't you fucking touch her. I'm like, whoa,
hey,
what the fuck?
Maybe that's a young Scott.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Because he's supposed to be the Boy Scout. He doesn't use bad words.
And that should catch me by surprise.
Yeah, to the point where even Wolverine's like, this guy fucking serious? I can't believe this banging ass redhead is gonna dump me over this?
Yeah.
He's a fucking Boy Scout. That's him. So what scene did you like? Just a pet peeve, something that didn't hold up to what the comic was.
I just wanted to know who these villains were. I hate these rent-a-mob villains
because they didn't point out who they were.
Yeah. I was like,
that did annoy me too. Even if you don't want to say they're the Kree, who the fuck are we? Had a planet that was destroyed by this thing, and now we want to harness this thing's power.
Who are they?
To do the same thing. It's like, okay, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Apparently they said that the ending was supposed to end up in space.
Okay.
Okay, so it was supposed to be like some way to put some cosmic universe into the series, but they had to wipe that clean.
I thought at the end, Magneto was going to take that whole island and take it into space and say, yeah, this is my asteroid. And
that would have been awesome.
Yeah. I had an island on Earth. Military showed up, started fucking with me. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to space now. That would have been nice.
I just wanted to see some new guys, Something, a new villain, a new kid,
I also thought their interpretation of Professor X as an asshole was weak, because I will tell you right now, as two people who read X books, you're not involved in this, as two people who have read X books from back in the day, I will tell you right now, Charles Xavier is quite possibly the biggest asshole in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, because he's absolute. Everything's absolute for him.
Dirty shit, because it's always with him it's always the lesser of two evils, and the ends justify the means.
Yeah,
always.
It's like very absolutism.
Yeah. And what I thought when they're like, yeah, we have to go, don't let Jean see her father, she can't know. And Ray Mystique is like, what did you do? We don't talk about it now. Just go there. What did you do, Charles? what I had hoped was that when she got there and she's looking at the wall and I see all these pictures of her mom, I clap my hands like, yeah, I know what Professor X did. And she's like, why aren't there any pictures of me?
Erased her mind.
I expected the father to say, look, miss, I'm sorry. I understand maybe you have some problems. I can get you some help. I don't have a daughter. I've never had a daughter.
Oh, that's
what I expected. I expected...
Like he lost his memory or something.
Yeah, I expected for her to go into his head and see what happens and see, like, you know, oh, my wife is dead. And Professor X was like, look, I can teach your daughter to control her powers. And the guy was like, I love my daughter. I don't want anything bad to happen to her, but she's all I have left. My wife is gone. She's all I have left. As much as she needs to do this, and I want her to do this because I love her, I can't let you take her. Because without her, I'll have nothing. I'll have nothing at all.
That'll make
so
Professor
you can't take my, you can't take my daughter. And he'd be like, you agree that this is what's best for her? Yes. Then I'm gonna do what'll be best for her and best for you. I'm going to get rid of both the pain of losing your wife and the memory of you having a daughter. And Professor X would have wiped all that shit away. Yeah, and Jean Grey would have been like, you absolute piece of shit. And then you just tell her, yeah, your dad's dead. Oh, I remember him being alive. No, you don't.
That would have been a better rage point for her.
And that would have been something I could absolutely see Professor X doing. Because he wants to be able to raise mutants so badly that he's going to be like, look, what I'm doing to you is basically tantamount to theft, but it is what's best for her, and you agree.
Yeah.
It is what's best for her, so we're just going to do what's best for her. No, motherfucker, this is what you want. You're doing this because you wanted it, but you convinced yourself that this is what's best for her, and after Jean Grey sees that would have been what sent her over the fucking edge. Like, I will fucking kill you if you come near me after what you fucking did to me.
What was the one thing that bothered you about this film, Em?
I didn't think about what bothered me. I thought about what I liked.
Because you don't read the books.
Yeah, because you guys are comparing the comic books. I don't really...
That's a good thing because M is your modern, everyday consumer.
Yeah.
Your Joe Blow. You know, she just got back from a hard day of working at Walmart and she just wants her cup full of flavored corn syrup in a big bucket of popcorn, and she's the average moviegoer. And as the average moviegoer, you didn't see anything that really upset you?
Well, I guess I'm not trying to be bitchy, but it's like
the
lackluster of...
That's what this is about.
Of Raven dying. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of lackluster.
Oh.
I didn't have a problem with that. In fact, I thought they went too hard on Jean after that. It's obvious she's out of control.
Yes.
It's obvious. If anything, like, fucking Beast declares a fucking jihad against Jean Grey at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if anything, Beast should be like, no, Charles, I want you to fucking die. That's not her fault.
I saw the other X-Men movies, but I don't remember Beast and this girl having some kind of a relationship.
No, that was
I thought they were just...
No, that was the first class.
Yeah, that was the first...
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I guess.
Yeah, they had a little fling.
Spat.
No, you forgot because after that first movie, Raven wasn't there until the Apocalypse.
The Apocalypse movie,
which was the third one.
Yeah,
that was the third one, and she only joined with them at the end.
Yeah,
so you didn't really see their relationship getting any further, but it started. He tried to get a thing to make her constantly look human, and he fucked himself up to make himself look like the Beast.
Because I did not read comics, but I did see once that the Beast and Storm had a relationship. So I'm like,
the X-Men,
Storm from.
All the X-Men had relations with all. Let me. This is what I was saying with Ray earlier.
The next Wolverine.
The X books were all about their personal relationships and the drama. You got a love triangle between Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Scott. At one point, Wolverine and Storm were fucking. Forge and Storm were fucking. Dazzler and Wolverine were fucking. Gambit and Rogue were fucking as best they could. Maybe she gave him a hand job while wearing a glove or some shit. I don't know. Jubilee always wanted to bang Wolverine, but of course she's jailbait.
And then we added Psylocke in there, and then Psylocke was
fucking everybody. Psylocke was fucking Scott. Psylocke was fucking Wolverine. Psylocke was fucking Iceman. She was fucking throwing that shit out there, and that wasn't even her body. She was like a British school teacher in the body of an assassin.
Yeah, it was
a ninja. That was fucking weird. Psylocke was running through that house. Psylocke was fucking everybody. And then of course, let's not forget good old Rasputin banging a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, technically 14. 14.
Oh, yeah. No, 14.
14. She was 14. Yeah.
And he was like, when he started, he was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Just tearing up some 14-year-old tramp.
And years would go by and his age would magically stay 18, 19.
Yeah, Kitty Pryde, always the youngest one. Oh, yeah? How old is she? 18. But she's the youngest one? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What about Jubilee? Shut up, get out. So, no, Kitty Pryde was the youngest X-Men.
She was like 14. Yeah. And magically she became 16, and then magically she became 18 throughout the time.
And then stayed there.
And then stayed there.
Yeah, no. She stayed at 18. That's something Marvel doesn't like to talk about. Yeah. And also, she's so young and small, and Colossus is fucking huge. I mean, really, the mathematics I don't even know how that works.
Yeah.
Who gets on top? Either way, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
The man is just big, but I digress. But yeah, no, the X-Men books, everybody was fucking everybody. It was nuts. Then it eventually went off the rails. The way newer X books just had Cyclops, because Cyclops was technically I think Jean Grey was his first, and then he was banging Psylocke, but that was it. And then like in the newer books, Cyclops just fucking everybody.
He don't care.
Fucking the chick from the Hellfire Club. He was just banging every fucking... Like, what the fuck's going on? And Cyclops is... Whatever. I digress.
Yeah.
We're getting off on a tangent. The X-Men comics will do that to you.
Yeah. The side spin-off teams as well. So
don't even bring those up. That's going to be a fucking mess.
Oh.
That's going to be a fucking mess. What I do like, though, at the end, they do show that, Professor X is becoming an asshole. He's getting caught up in the pomp. So he says, you know what? No more X-Men. This institute will be about higher learning, not saving the world. They rename it to the Jean Grey School for Extraordinary Gifted Youngsters, which at some point they did in the book, I believe. They renamed it the Jean Grey School. Storm and Scott are actually teachers, teaching the kids instead of fighting and shit. Beast is now the headmaster, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Hell, it makes sense. I was fine with that ending.
And then he magically turns into Kelsey Grammer.
That wasn't Kelsey Grammer.
No, I know it wasn't.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
I'm trying because it looks like all of First Class, the timeline is supposed to come up to be relevant to from X-Men #1. If you do the math, it's supposed to literally come up to being like X-Men the first movie.
It doesn't, but I see where they're trying to go with it. Kelsey Grammer was a great Beast, by the way. Yeah. Excellent Beast. Very, very well thought out.
Yeah, a good stunt double doing all the athletic work, of course.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else you want to talk about?
No, let's rate this shit.
All right, I'm going to go first. Like I said before, this was number 3 on my list of movies I absolutely did not want to see this year. I went to see it. I'm probably going to get my balls busted for this. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have important calls in the middle of this?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because we can stop the whole fucking podcast.
Yeah, no. We're good.
Okay, so as I said, I'm probably going to get my balls busted for this, but I have to go with my heart. I have to go with what I saw when I was there. I am actually, no dick riding involved. I am honestly going to give this a low full price.
Whoa!
Because...
that shocks me.
The movie, no matter how much I want to nitpick it, the movie wasn't fucking bad. They got right to the point. It always upsets me when you have... Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, but you still see the necessity to go into someone's background and put their life story. Ever since my dad died in the first movie, and we met and got married in the second movie, I've always wanted to be this and that and whatever, and you bring up all this old shit. Dude, we're 4 fucking movies into it.
Yeah.
Get to the shit. Cut out the fat and get to the lean. And that's what they did.
Yeah,
they didn't waste any fucking time. They got right into it. There wasn't a bunch of grandstanding. There wasn't a bunch of SJW feminist messages.
Nope.
That's going to change now that Disney has it. But it wasn't in this one. Besides the fact that I thought they were reusing Magneto a bit too much, the movie was good. It was okay.
It was good.
And that coming from a movie I absolutely positively did not want to see, it does get some extra points. So if I'm going to be honest with myself, low full price.
Wow. Well, for me, I actually really did want to see this movie. And you know what? this movie is somewhat memorable. It's
Well,
somewhat
I don't know if I
memorable.
go that far, but how so?
No, I mean that Apocalypse movie is fucking forgettable as shit. I can't remember
that Apocalypse movie.
I
Was
can't
a
remember a
fucking abortion.
single thing in that movie.
That movie was just appalling and should be buried in the deepest chasm you can find.
This, I mean, you got to really see like not peak Phoenix, but you got to see like 10% Phoenix in this movie. When she really started get going, it was like 20% Phoenix, and I love that last explosion with the Phoenix flying through the sky at the very end.
Yeah, that was pulled straight from the comics.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this
Death
an
and Rebirth.
explosive high matinee.
Okay, that's fair. Very
An
high
explosive.
matinee. All right.
Because this took me by surprise. I thought it was gonna be issues. You know, I got to see Nightcrawler do his shit. I saw Jennifer Lawrence fucking not want to be in this movie. This is a high matinee for me. M?
Same here. High matinee.
That's a lazy ass exposition. Yeah, thanks for giving us the female
No,
take. All right, everybody, this has been the.
No, I love the action. Oh, it's action since the beginning to the end. It was consistent. You know, even if you don't know about everyone's backstories, because it had a lot of depth, but it didn't need that because it entertained you with the action. Even with, unfortunately, some good actors were a little bit blah.
Well,
but
like
that
what?
didn't ruin the movie, though.
Who was blah?
Jennifer
Oh,
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Okay.
Who was Blob? Jennifer Lawrence, Michael Fassbender,
All the bad guys that were
fucking
just...
Cyclops. I mean, the saving graces. They didn't really have many lines. It's mostly action. So
I think they had enough main characters to pull through.
Yeah.
To keep it going.
It's like they worked for the money. They just didn't work hard.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah. I just would have hoped that,
I would watch this again.
I just would have hoped that Jennifer Lawrence would have cared a little bit more.
Why should you care about something where you explicitly tell people you don't want to be there?
I guess.
But they say you're contractually obligated to be there anyway.
That's probably true. But I feel bad, for whoever has to deal with James McAvoy on a daily basis, because that motherfucker could turn heel like in a second.
Yeah.
With all these skills. I'm sure he's fucking with people on a daily basis.
I wouldn't look him in the eyes on any given day. So
especially if he could do that dummy walk
Best
that he did.
characters, hands down, is Magneto.
that's just because he looks young and pretty.
No, he was the best fighter. I just enjoyed him stabbing everybody with metal.
Oh, that's what I
He
want.
did all kinds of kung fu or just just throw the metal in your face. Forget it.
He didn't do nearly as much interesting stuff as he's done in the comics. Trust me.
Oh, you know what?
You see, I never read the comics, so to me this is
In this movie, his answer to everything is to throw metal shit at people.
That's how it's like he John Wicked everybody.
Yeah, right. What were you saying, Ray?
The one thing I did like about this movie that I'm sure you guys didn't notice is that everybody that could have been knocked out with one hit did get knocked out with one hit.
As they should have.
Like in real life, you get hit with a little piece of rock, you're done.
Yep.
Just like Quicksilver was done.
Crack that skull, baby.
They put that motherfucker in the body bag.
I guess he's weak, but he did his best.
Yeah, he did his best.
Hey, wait a minute! I just realized something. After that fight with Phoenix, that first time, where Mystique accidentally gets killed, you never saw Quicksilver again.
Yeah, he's in fucking intensive care.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see them. You didn't see Storm carrying his ass out with fucking Cyclops.
That's
because he rolled off the hill a little too hard.
And I kept thinking to myself, why the fuck is she at the fucking bottom and Cyclops not at the bottom holding the most weight than freaking Storm is carrying? She's like $110 and she's carrying the fucking weight of a man, and she's at the bottom going downward. She should be at the top.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, man, they got her like derelict duty over here, fucking carrying bodies around and shit.
All right, that makes sense.
There was nobody in that fucking, there was foam in that fucking carrying thing, because she didn't look like she was struggling at all. You got me carrying a man's body going down the ramp like that, I'm gonna be fucking struggling.
Well, they are X-Men after all.
All right.
So our official score is gonna be a high matinee.
Yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget to visit us on our website at g2ti.net and gottatalkabout.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page and our Patreon page. Yeah, I'm just keeping it short today.
All right.
Don't forget to like and send us some comics, guys. Come on, comments and comics. Just send us to us.
Nice save. You fucked that line up. Thought we wouldn't notice, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you off that easy. That's how I make you strong.
Comics. I need references.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now what? Now the next comic book movie is Spider-Man. Dre already hunting me down.
I'm not looking to that one either, but not as much as I was not looking forward to this one. But whatever, I'll still watch it.
Tom Holland's gonna make you cry.
No, he's not.